Celeb Secrets is hanging out with Matt Hansen today. What's going on? How are you?
Doing great, doing great. How about you?
Great, great. Super excited to chat with you. I feel like 2026 is going to be your year. You were giving us a little tease on what's to come with music last year. We're going to start the new year off strong. So fill us in. What's been going on?
A lot, a lot. I've been working on a massive project, my first project ever, and I cannot wait to share it with everyone. I know that people have been waiting probably like 5 years since I started putting out music for this. And I feel like it's just kind of the culmination of these 5 years of work and touring and writing and
That's
very
amazing.
excited.
Good for you. And, maybe for people that haven't heard of you yet, because this is going to be the first full-length project, who is Matt Hansen and how would you describe him as an artist?
It's a lot of emotions. That's kind of my entire thing. I really, really started this entire project to let out my own emotions. I didn't have a way to express them, and I started writing songs as that way. It started as really only sad songs, and then it kind of went into more as I started to develop as a human being. And so this project really tells the story of my life over the last 4 or 5 years. There are a lot of things that happen in 4 and 5 years, especially relating to relationships and love. A lot of ups and downs.
When you look back at the kid posting stripped down covers online, what do you think he would say about everything that's happening for you now?
Well, first he wouldn't believe it, because I didn't believe it back then either. I thought I was just going to be a songwriter. I was like, I don't know if I want to be in the spotlight. I don't know if I want to be the one on stage. And then I started singing again, and I was like, nah, I kind of want to be the one on stage. I really do. So he would be very, very proud. He would be so excited to be putting out a full-length project this year. So.
A lot, going online and putting yourself out there and posting these covers. What was that like? Because I know, like, you're performing in front of a camera, but there are so many people watching.
Yeah, it was very interesting because it was during COVID and I had nothing else to do. Like I really had nothing else to do, and I was in college and there was an empty 7-story parking garage about a 5-minute walk away from where I was living. And so I decided to just camp out there pretty much every day for like multiple weeks. And then I was like, you know what, I should probably like put this online because I was just singing for fun. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, let's just put it up. Why not? And then it did really well. And yeah, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. It actually wasn't as hard as one might think. I just kind of pressed, post, and it happened. And I guess the hardest part was making myself post that. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you did build this career without a label behind you. Like you said, you're
Mhm.
just posting this online. What does independence mean to you creatively and personally?
Oh, so much. I think I realized it pretty early on how much I love having control of like what I want to say and what I want to, and where I want to tour and what I want to do. I think it's so important that artists have that agency and are able to share that directly with their fans. You don't have this wall in between you and the fan. It's just you and the fan. That's it. And I think it's really shown over the past couple of years how intense those connections have become just because I'm the only one speaking from my Instagram from anywhere. There's no one else, really sending anybody anything. It's just me. Like I'm the one on all my socials running everything. That's been really special because I really feel like, this entire project is just my heart and soul, and it's all that I have. So yeah, that's been very special.
That's awesome. And you keep saying it's over the course of 5 years. How did you kind of find yourself as an artist to then put this body of work together? Since you are kind of doing this all by yourself, it's all you out there.
Yeah. I mean, it was really hard at the beginning because I was 21 when it started, and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea who I was as a person too. And I really didn't have much perspective on the world whatsoever, and now I think I've gone through a lot of stuff to give myself just a little bit more perspective on who I am and what I want to say and what I want people to get from the project. And I think especially over these last 2 years, I've realized that I have enough to say for this project now, and I really want to share, this next step with people.
Yeah. And what's kind of the theme? What's the story that you're really trying to tell within this bigger picture?
It's all about love and loss. I think that's kind of my biggest thing. I have a lot of songs that are about the loss of a relationship, and even in sometimes loss of a person. And I think for me, that's changed me so much. Just in, a couple of months after these things have happened, it can change who you are so quickly. So the project really dives into how this relationship really, really changed my entire life and changed the way that I think about things and the way that I view the people around me and the way that I sift through, the good people and the bad people that are around me and learn how to set boundaries and also just be a better person myself to the people that I love and the people that love me. And so
For this project, are songs that are already out going to be on it? Can you maybe take me a little bit track by track?
yes. There are a lot of songs that I wrote that are so pivotal to my project and like
Uh-huh.
this entire thing. Like I think Something to Remember and Let 'Em Go and Yellowstone and all of these songs are so important to this project. They just have to be on the album. And so there are a lot of songs that have come out before that will be on this project, but also so many new ones that people have never heard, and also kind of some different sides of music that I write. It won't all be, big belter, songs. There are some where I'm a lot more, subtle and soft spoken. All of these songs are in the same world for me because what I went through was very, very traumatic. I'm still kind of dealing with it as I'm going on. So they still just tell a different side of that story and maybe something that I haven't thought of in therapy for 4 years. Like it's something that comes up that now I can write about. So yeah, there are songs that came out before that will be on the album, and many new ones with a lot of new stories.
Oh, exciting. Now, which song on the album, are you most excited for people to hear, and which one are you most scared for people to hear?
I will start with the excited one. I cannot wait for people to hear all of Somewhere in Between. I really love that song. I've been playing it live for a little bit, and it just feels really, really special. And I just love like the concept of it. To me, it relates so heavily to what I've been through. And then I have another song, which is the title track of the project. It's called Orchid, and I think it's my favorite song that I've ever written.
Okay.
It is also the song that I'm most scared to show people. It's very different and it's very cinematic, and I feel like it's my most vulnerable song that I've ever written. If you love all of like Coldplay's really like deep cut emotional songs, this is exactly like that, and it's just a beautiful song. I genuinely love the concept, and it's basically what born this entire album.
I hear that you recently wrapped a sold out headlining
Yep.
tour. Tell me about that, because obviously you're from the States, so going
Mhm.
completely to the other side of the world, you're selling out
Yeah.
shows. What
Mhm.
was that like for you?
It's spectacular. I love Australia so much, and I love the fans there. I just always have the best time. I feel like they treat folk music like it's party music, and I just love that so much. Like I love the fact that I'm playing these things and everyone's just having like an unbelievable time, and like they're sad songs and everyone's just having a good time. I absolutely love that. That's what it's for. It's a celebration. That's the point. And so it's such a blessing that people all the way on the other side of the world, really love my music. But I am not complaining. It is the greatest thing ever. I love playing out there. I will try and go back every year if I
Know
can.
that you mentioned the album is called Orchid. That's
Mhm.
going to be the song that you're really scared for people to hear for the first
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
why Orchid, and what does that symbolize for you?
Well, Orchid is obviously about the flower and orchid. I was thinking about what kind of metaphor would work for this album, and at the time that I wrote this song, I wasn't even thinking about putting out this album. But when we wrote it, we were thinking about what does this relationship look like, and an orchid was a perfect example because an orchid is a flower that can live for so long if you take care of it properly. If you don't, they die very, very quickly and catastrophically too, and there's no way to bring them back. And I thought that was so perfect to describe how relationships can work, and how if in the right conditions, in the right light, with the right amount of water, with the right care, all of those things, you can make it last forever.
And lastly, we are Celeb Secrets. So when
Mhm.
I interview artists, I ask them like, what's maybe a secret about your writing craft or something about the project that we wouldn't know just by listening to it?
Ooh. I sometimes will not have lyrics to a song for a very long time. It'll be
Okay.
like an hour of me just having a song with all melody and then the lyrics aren't even there. But I feel what it is for a long time. Like I know what I want to say, but I don't want to put any words in yet because I don't want to pigeonhole myself. Like for example, Let 'Em Go. That entire song was a melody for like 2 hours. And we had no words on it at all. It was just for the longest time. That was what it was. And then eventually we got into the words. And I think that helps me not like stick on one word and obsess over one direction. I like to just, give myself the option to find the best version of this emotion. Because I attach a lot of my words to the melodic emotion rather than doing it the other way around. So